What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Charge It Up. For today's video, let's talk about the quad lock for the R6. Let's go. Before I dive into the quad lock features, the reason why I chose quad lock was number one, because I heard really good reviews. Not only word of mouth reviews, but I watched a couple of YouTube videos, and you know what? I don't think any other phone holder actually matches up to it. So a couple of weeks ago I got the quad lock and I released the install video. I'll put that in the top right hand corner if you guys want to see the install video. Super easy install, no issues whatsoever putting it together. The instruction manual that comes with it is really easy to read, and it's got pictures. It's got pictures for you as well. Very easy to follow along and to install. So if you guys don't know and you're watching this, I currently have the 2020 Yamaha R6. So what I ordered was the fork stem mount. That obviously goes into the fork stem. I also ordered a case for my phone, and then I ordered the vibration dampener. After watching a couple of reviews and actually reading up on some articles, I kind of thought that the vibration dampener was a good idea. I currently have the Samsung Note 9. I use it for everything and I use it daily. So I obviously ordered the Samsung Note 9 quad lock case. Fitment wise, it fits nice and snug. I don't use this case on a daily basis. I only use this quad lock case when I'm actually using the quad lock. The phone case is very sturdy and it's grippy. Another thing I've noticed with the quad lock is that it's a very easy on and off procedure, obviously, to put your phone on and then take it off. Super easy to put on and off. All you gotta do is obviously push down on the release tab and it comes off. Obviously with turning it 45-degree angles, comes off. Very easy to do. The locking mechanism on the back of the phone holder is actually like a hard plastic material. I thought maybe that over time the on and off would cause it to kind of wear off a tiny bit. You would probably replace your phone before replacing the mechanism on the back if need be in the first place. However, I don't think that would be an issue whatsoever down the line. The fork stem mounting hardware that comes in is actually very, very sturdy. It's a really good material. You get what you pay for when it comes to the quad lock. Yes, it is a little bit more expensive than other phone holders out there, but it's a higher quality phone holder in my opinion. So once you have the fork stem installed the way you want, and again I previously showed this in the install video, there are a couple of different positions you can actually set it. All I did actually on mine is I adjusted it one tick or one tab towards me, and then this is how it is on my bike facing towards me. I like the way that positioned. I didn't have to do much adjusting. Again, at least the positions are there in case something gets in your way on your bike and you have to move it around and position it a different way. When you order the kits, I believe every single kit comes with the blue release tab, which is right here. However, there are additional colors available, but you'll have to obviously purchase that separately. The release tab on the quad lock snaps into place really nicely. When you hear that click of the release tab clicking into the actual mounting mechanism, that is such a good sound to hear, especially obviously because you want to make sure that your phone is not going to go anywhere, and that click is just super confidence inspiring. The mounting of the quad lock takes some time to get used to. I find myself sometimes missing the actual slots because there are 4 tabs on the back that you have to line up, and sometimes I find myself, well, sometimes, most of the time right now at least, mind you I only had it for a couple weeks, I do find myself missing the tabs and I'm like, where is this thing? And then obviously eventually I look under the actual mounting mechanism, and then I obviously tap it in and it goes on. I'm curious to as if I'll get used to it and obviously be able to put it on properly. I have seen videos where some people have had it for 1 or 2 years and they're still kind of messing about when it comes to actually putting it on and off. Other than the fact that the mechanism to go on and off is super easy, so that's kind of weird, right? Anyways. Riding with the quad lock is thumbs up on my end. It doesn't get in the way of anything, so it doesn't get in the way of my controls, my handlebars obviously. or the instrument cluster, I can see everything from the position that I'm sitting in. So everything is awesome on that end. Obviously, if it's in your way, then move it. Adjustment positions there for a reason, and I don't think it'll ever get in your way, to be completely honest with you, if you obviously put it on properly. The phone movement while riding is actually very minimal. You can see that when we're going over bumps, it does bounce once, but then it goes right back into the position. I guess we can contribute that to having the dampener piece obviously installed with it as well. So that might be a reason why. So I mean, again, I have no issues with it, and it works really well for me, at least on my end. Another reason why I am enjoying the quad lock is because there's nothing blocking the screen. So for example, obviously there's no rubber pieces that come over the corner of the phone, and then it just completely blocks the screen on the side. Maybe you need access to it at some point, but again, with the quad lock that doesn't happen, which you do have some issues again with rubber straps or something like that from other phone holders that are out there. Not to mention that with the other phone holders, over time those rubber pieces just tend to break off, right? So I don't know, it would actually be really annoying if that actually happened. So super happy with the quad lock so far. So overall, a great experience with the quad lock so far. Has been a couple of weeks that I have been using it, no issues from my end. Again, I think the only con that I can think of at this point is the fact that it takes a little time to get used to the on and off mechanism. And I mean, I guess it depends on who you are and how well you work with it, but I think that's the only con I can think of. Pricing wise, it came to roughly between 130 and 135 Canadian dollars, that is, and that's obviously because I ordered the fork stem kit and the vibration dampener. If you do decide to order it, obviously take a look on their website or anywhere on the internet. You might be able to find, or you probably will be able to find, an actual code for the actual quad lock. I believe they give you 10 or 15% off or something like that, so that's actually really useful. So my final thoughts for the quad lock for this review. Again, I've mentioned it previously and I've mentioned it numerous times in this video. I have had no issues so far, so I am going to give it a thumbs up for the quad lock so far on the fork stem mount. I like it a lot, and I'm going to be using it a lot more this year, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell for future videos with the R6. Into the next one, guys.